The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
You know, out in Nevada near the silver mines, there's a kind-hearted woman. She's looking so fine, always taking care of her community. Bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
And welcome to City Talk. It's About Town Deb. Okay, I'm just going to warn you right now. You don't know what's going to happen. This is going to be a show unscripted.
We don't know.
We're going to keep it real because it's the holidays and we're feeling kind of cheery. And we're here at City Talk with About Town Deb. And we're at Ferino, 4th Street in Reno, Nevada. You guys have got to come down here. Joe, thank you for hosting us. You haven't on the show before when we were in studio.
Yes.
But now we get to go to your home.
Yes.
And this is kind of like the Santa Claus home today.
Yes.
Right?
Happy to have you. No,
I know. I'm excited.
Middle of Miracle on 4th Street.
In Miracle on Miracle on Miracle. I was saying Miracle on Miracle. I don't know. I haven't had anything yet, so it's just me being tired.
We're working.
And then we have a special guest today. Well, you're next special.
Oh.
We have a special co-host, Cheree Boteler, with step 2. Well, no, because she connected. She's say hello, Cheree.
Hello.
I'm in trouble.
Cheree. I'm sorry.
I think so. You know what? I want to say the holidays are here, and we all kind of get a little frazzled. But there's one gal here today who's going to perk us up.
That's right.
Kylie Rowe, the original, the one and only Kylie Rowe of Reno. Right here, there she goes. La 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 la. Oh my God! Yes. Okay. So with that, before we tell you what we're drinking and introduce Daniel, we want to thank our sponsors. Because I think I'm gonna be so distracted. I'm just gonna tell you now I'm distracted because I got 2 rock star women. I got a rock star guy here and I got a bartender over here that mixed us some amazing Christmas drinks. So without our sponsors, we couldn't be here. So we want to thank GratisGives Processing, which I love. I have a new program with them and I've seen every show. I actually invoice now.
Ooh, excellent.
I'm really proud of you. It's the holidays, so I'm invoicing. Thank you, GratisGives. It is fun.
Major progress.
Big step.
Oh,
Holland Wrye. Holland Wrye.
Payments, baby.
I'm working on that.
Okay, all right.
One step at a time.
She just is in
Holland Wrye, plastic surgeons. I am in so much trouble. Surratt Law Practice, Rail City, Sparks, and Welderberg Grille. And of course, Christian, you got to meet him last week, the man behind the screen, FenixMedia.us. Without him, I would not even be here. So thank you, Christian. Caliber Hair and Makeup, keeping the gray gone. And Dee Dee James, love my theme song. So now, before we even start the show, we're going to bring Daniel in real quick.
Yes.
And Daniel's going to tell us what we are drinking because this is the Miracle on 4th Street. And you're like the man, and you have another man. So come on in, Daniel.
Awesome.
I'm going to have Daniel come right here.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, we all have a couple drinks right here.
Really good selfie taker. Okay.
I'm glad I can do my best.
Yep.
Daniel,
So,
what is this one
To
first?
start us off in the
Santa
Santa pants, we have
my
our
Santa
Yippee-Ki-Yay. This is going to be a nice little take on a pina colada, something tropical
You
fruity.
know what? When I first said my first sip, I'm like, I feel like I'm in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
You did say that.
I want to go to
Take me
Hawaii.
to the
See my
beach,
little
summer,
hat?
warm
Look
for
at
winter.
it. Kind of fits the hat right there.
I like that.
Okay,
Goes
what
along
else do
great
we
with
have?
it.
Oh, this is a very special drink.
We have a nice classic little mocktail that we have over here.
A mocktail.
You can make just about anything you guys are feeling. This one is a mint, lime, and pineapple with a ginger beer base. Really good.
I like it.
Oh, I
Following up,
love that.
We have a
classic, Cheree's
old-fashioned with a nice little cherry twist. Add some gingerbread in there, so a gingerbread old-fashioned.
Wait, gingerbread.
Or gingerbread syrup, so a
There's
snowball
gingerbread.
old-fashioned.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
House-made gingerbread.
Mhm.
Oh,
House-made
I didn't know
gingerbread.
this was gingerbread.
It's really good.
That's amazing.
It's really good.
So cool. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm still excited about this gingerbread.
Yes, I know.
So it's house made. So can you like order a drink like this and take it? Well, you can't take it to go anymore, can you?
No.
Can you like? Can you? I mean, can you
Joe
create?
has ways.
He has Waze.
He's got his Waze.
Oh, I thought you meant he has Waze, like on his phone.
Well, he has Waze on his phone probably
Anyway,
too.
so what do you think?
If you
Take
want,
a sip.
if you want a bottle cup.
That's what I meant.
Just let me
Okay.
know, yeah.
Take a sip.
I'll take it.
Take it a sip. And then I want to just, wow. Is it just like, wow? I'm going to smell it. I'm just going to smell it.
It's delicious.
Okay.
Yes.
What's happening with this
Finally.
dinosaur?
Yeah.
Last but not least, in our cute little T-Rex mug right over here, we have our Santa Rex cocktail.
Ooh.
A nice little tiki cocktail with a nice lime and almond flavor base. But
Ooh.
It does,
everything-
you know what though? This does have it's a little smoky for me.
It's dangerous.
It has
It
a
is.
smoky flavor. So
Mhm.
what's the smoky flavor?
the smoky flavor in that one, I want to say, is a little bit of the mezcal with some of the almond orgeat. So
Wait, the almond what?
Orgeat? Maybe.
Or shot.
Or dark?
He's saying
That's
almond
it.
orgeat.
That's what it is.
Or, you know, it's
I thought he said it.
Oh.
Yeah, the almond orgy.
Not orgy.
Yeah.
Not that one. Not allowed in here.
Although that's what
We already had a Debbie moment and we just started.
we already did. We did.
Okay, folks, we digress. So thank you so much.
Of course.
So you gotta come in and
Cheers.
so cheers.
Daniel.
Cheers to
Cheers.
Daniel.
Cheers. Cheers.
Okay, guys. So
This is going well.
it's going well.
going
But
well.
I have, the beginning of the show, we not only do we introduce, we always say a little bit about what we've done. The clock is going so fast. So I spent the last week in Palm Desert with my mom. Hello, Grandma B. And Glenda is up there watching because I am wearing her pants. Just so kind of creepy, but I am. It's her
nice.
clothes.
You're close to her.
I'm close to her. And Aunt Ellie is back in Palm Desert, and I'll be going back in February to celebrate my birthday. It's really about family, so it doesn't matter if it's the holidays. You need to be with family no matter what, right? It's not just the holidays.
Family or chosen family?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
Family.
No. What
Family.
Friend. Is that like friends and family put together?
Yeah.
Did I actually get that?
You can call them family,
Family.
or chosen family. Yeah.
Well, I really love it. So that's what I have been doing. And Reno is full of events happening. And you guys can just go on any of our pages and see what's happening. But it is almost time for break. So when we come back, we're going to talk about this amazing miracle on 4th Street. And you, Cheree, had a fundraiser here for Step 2. And I want to share how you guys partnered. And then we're going to chime in with Kylie because Kylie has a really cool message about holiday and spirits, and we have a surprise for you. So we're going to be right back. It is City Talk with About Town.
Oh my God.
Ooh. So beware for the rest of the show.
We'll try not to talk on the breaks.
No, we can't, because every time I talk on a break, then they say something really fun, and then I can't well, I don't know. We got Kylie here. She might reinvent it easy.
You never know what you're going to get. Stay tuned.
So stay tuned. So it's About Town Dead with City Talk at Ferino. We'll be right back.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate a buck to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
Don't miss all the fun and excitement at the new Rail City Casino. Play over 40 new hot penny slots, plus double down during the Party at the Pit Blackjack every Thursday through Saturday from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. And join us for Bingo After Dark every Thursday through Saturday night for your chance to win up to $1,000 cash. When you've worked up an appetite, visit the new Ale House for delicious specials to tantalize your taste buds. Visit the new Rail City Casino today. New slots, new games, and more chances to win.
After having my child, I was just thinking that I wanted to kind of get back to the size I was when I was breastfeeding. When I first came in, I didn't know if I wanted to go under or over, or what size I wanted. I feel like they really took the time to educate me on all of my options. I've had a bunch of different questions. Paul himself has called and checked in with me. I was really expecting to be in a lot more pain than I was. It was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting it to be.
Storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb. We are just partying in the house. It is a miracle on 4th Street. It is the holidays. And before I forget, not that I could ever forget, Christmas is just around the corner. So I really want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you want to call it. But we want you to be blessed and happy every day, not just before the holidays. That's really important. All of us here, we're really about family, your chosen family, your family. Because you know what? We're all spread out, but we're all together because the internet brings us together. And I love the fact that I have been blessed to be brought together with so many amazing people like Kylie. I mean, she's been on the show many times.
I have.
And actually,
my Pisces solstice.
I know. And actually, we did a holiday show, like Christmas show one year.
Did we?
Yeah, we did it back to back. We were in the studio and we like did our, we did it. You were there and Courtney was there.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this.
And we did, and I wanted to do that this year, but this is how we're doing it this year.
Because
I've got amazing
awesome.
women right here.
Really exciting.
So we're really exciting. So I want to talk a little bit about, since we're here at Joe's at Ferino, tell us about the miracle. It's here. I want to show the miracle. Here we go. Look at this. Look how, the miracle. Look at this. Can you see that? So tell us, what is this? Are you the only one with a miracle around here? Tell us the history about this.
Sure. So Miracle originally started at a bar in New York, and it became so popular that they basically started teaching other people how to do like a miracle bar. But it's not just like set up some lights, although we have aimed to be on purpose, like the obnoxious Christmas bar. This is our goal.
No, but we want that.
On purpose. It's wonderful. Last couple of years, I think people are looking for like an immersive experience, which we're going for.
Absolutely.
But it's like the cocktails themselves. So it very much is a cocktail like focused like concept. There's 11 cocktails on the menu. Each one of them has their own unique mug and glassware. So it's like super fun. And they're all amazing. There's literally something for everybody, from like the snowball old fashioned to our eggnog. I don't even like eggnog. And I love this eggnog. It's like
okay, so there. So am I having the yippee-yi-yay mother? I can't say that word.
Yeah, last word can't say.
Well, you could. We actually could say it because we're not.
Well, we had to have a.
We had to have a little naughty one. Okay. We have elfing around. I like that one.
Which I thought was effing around.
Well,
on my menu.
Did I say elfing?
No. I put it on my menu. I put it in my menu, and I was like, "Are there any elfing issues?"
I missed that one.
There was, but he goes, "It's the same spirit."
Okay, then we have on.
So effing around or elfing around,
and on Dasher.
Yes, on Dasher.
Is that like on Dasher? Like on Dasher?
On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prince.
I love that. Bad Santa.
Yeah, the bad Santa.
And that's a hot drink. So you know what? We are expecting snow.
Yes.
So I would say the Bad Santa might be a really good drink for a cold, snowy night.
100%.
And then Jingle Balls Nog.
Yes.
Which, Jingle Balls Nog. Jingle Balls Nog.
Quite literally the best nog I've ever had.
It is the best nog I've ever had.
The best nog I've ever had.
So that might.
Nog, if you want some nog.
And you have a naughty shot.
Yes,
a naughty shot.
Naughty and the nice shot. Yes.
Ooh, I think you know what? Oh, Oh, the nice is the gingerbread
rye.
spiced rye, and then the naughty is the cinnamon spice bourbon.
That's right.
Ooh.
I love it.
Nice little whiskey shots.
Makes things
Who
up
helped
there.
create the names and the vision of this? Was this your baby, your
so
team?
Miracle is now like an international concept.
Right.
So every market can have one.
Just one.
Miracle bar.
You mean in a city, in an area?
Yeah, kind of in an area, right? So like Sparks, we are the Miracle Bar. So we will continue to do the Miracle Bar every year. So it'll be super fun.
Oh my gosh!
You can count on us to
Love
have
that.
this wonderful holiday experience every year. So.
That's awesome. I foresee it being booked up.
Oh, it will be booked
years
up
in advance.
At
some
now,
point.
now that everyone's seen it, and it's like, oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't have known if Cheree didn't mention that she was having her fundraiser here, and she said, "Oh my gosh, you have to go Google it." So when I did, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Reno, we have one of these."
It's really cool.
But
it's really news. It's newsworthy. I mean, there's only one other one in Nevada, and that's in Vegas.
Oh my gosh!
So this is a really big deal. It's a
we
really,
are a
really
big deal. Reno is a big deal.
Yeah.
We are all big deals.
It's a big deal. Yes.
No, so I love it. So from now till when can you come in and get these amazing drinks?
Through the end of the year. So we're having a New Year's Eve party.
Oh, well, tell me about that.
Oh, great.
And all the way up until 8 p.m. of New Year's Eve. And then we're going to have like a New Year's Eve special.
Oh, I like that.
With bubbles and all that good stuff. But from now through the end of the year, we're going to be pretty much open every day. So
it's going to be busy and it's going to be amazing because you're going to come in for the holiday spirit.
This is the spot.
So, Cheree, let's go over to you with step 2 because you are our Hungry in Reno. You're our rock star with all the restaurants and the food, and we got that. But your heart has another special place with step 2. So tell us a little bit about what it is, and then your event that was here. We want to thank you for that.
Well, yes. And we'll get to that. But so it's kind of an interesting thing. So I guess I can start with step 2. Step 2 is a women's substance use disorder treatment center here in Reno. And it's built upon the concept that women should not have to choose between being a mother and seeking treatment. And but the best part about step 2, in my opinion, is it's a wraparound services program for women. So we are a year-long program. Our ideal situation is to have women on our campus with us for a year. So this isn't a 30-day program. It's a year-long program. And it's all about readjusting things that have happened in their past that have brought them to this place and giving them the coping skills and the mechanisms to re-enter life sober. And able to do parenting and get back in the workforce and connecting them to creative outlets and workforce development and providing them a support network. And so that's what I love about our program more than anything else is the fact that we are there. Our alumni come back all the time. So it's not even just a year program. It's a lifelong thing that is women.
It's family.
Exactly.
Family.
It's family.
You heard it here, Kylie Rowe.
Yeah. So they stole my heart. Step 2 for sure stole my heart and brought me over there 3 years ago. So, but what I did here with Joe the other day is it was the second Hungry Supper Club. The first one was originally at Granite Street in 2019.
Oh, wow.
And this is the second one that we had with Ferino did the cocktails, of course, and Cheree Boteler Catering did the food. And it was just amazing. I mean, they paired the cocktails wonderfully. It was just wonderful. And that's through my brand, Hungry in Reno.
Yes.
And Hungry in Reno has a Hunger Gives Back program. And so every year I choose 3 charities. And of course, step 2 is always one of them because why wouldn't it be? And so this year it's Reno Rodeo Foundation, Step 2, and the Eddie House. So all of my guests were able to choose who they wanted the proceeds to go to. So Joe and Cheree Boteler Catering, Dawn at Cheree Boteler Catering, and Kelsey gave me everything at cost so that we were really able to donate a large amount of each ticket price back to the charities, whoever they chose. And so it's a really fun way. The supper clubs are really fun because it's a really fun way to give back, but also to experience
and get
something
together.
new. And I really literally only have these events when I know that there's an immersive experience that people can really enjoy that they wouldn't normally be able to enjoy. So it's all about that, like giving people the opportunity to have to experience something, to see something new, to find a new place in town, or to see collaborations. Like Cheree Bomb and Joe collaborate all the time. And this is a great space for events. This is a really, really great space for events. So so that's what it was.
My mind is spinning. Every time I get next to this girl, I'm thinking that, I know this is Ferino, it's more of a spirit, but is there anything you would do with like wine or bubbles?
Oh, 100%.
Because I got my About Town Deb Red Blend, and we love to do wine tastings, and we love to partner with charities. That's a big part of what I do, just like you. I continuously, I want to have a charity with every event, because I feel like even if it's you just raise a little at a time,
it all matters.
It all matters.
It all matters.
And so I've been doing that with Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation, and my goal was $5,000 between September and February 4th, because the William and Pennington Foundation doubles. I want to say we had our fundraiser at Majik, the theater, and it's almost got us to the 5,000. And Trace at Caliber Salon, we have a big raffle basket, and we're going to do a tasting on there for the Midtown in January, and he's going to do one last push. So I have a feeling I will hit 5,000 before Christmas. So
that's amazing.
But that 5,000 is doubled to 10.
That's amazing.
So, you got to think about little things. It does, you don't have to have $1,000.
No.
Give $5. Give $1.
Well,
that's $2.
Every dollar counts, but more importantly than that is you have no idea what's going to happen when you are sharing the word that you're supporting.
And then somebody else is sharing.
Someone could end up needing those services. Someone could end up donating a huge check. Someone could end up giving $5 every week or every month. And those are the things that I think is so important to remember, is that supporting a charity doesn't have to be, I rate this big check.
It could be anybody, your next door neighbor. We don't have to have big bucks.
Some of the most important people in our network for the charities that I support, and especially Step 2, are people who share the word.
I know. That's just as important.
It's so important.
Your time and talents are also important. Yep. So, Kylie, before we go to break, can we just do, I think we got to save the surprise for the next segment.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me what you've been up to, like KylieRowe.com. I know you left us, you came back. We missed you.
Thank you.
So don't leave us.
She's back with her family.
She's back with her family. So just say a little bit about what you're doing, and then we're going to come back.
So I just want to say I'm so happy to be back. I've been away for about 4 years. Las Vegas, Washington, D.C. Doesn't feel like it because I came to see
love you.
family so many times. I think I was on your show
you
while
were,
I was living here.
I know.
But I run my own company. I run a tech-based leadership development training company, and it's for the most part virtual. I do a little bit of work in person. I have a couple trips back to DC this coming year, but it's been amazing in everything that I hoped it would become.
I love it. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we have a surprise for you and for you. So stay tuned. It's City Talk with About Town Deb. We'll be right back.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate up to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to GratisGives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to GratisGives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting GratisGives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live?
that it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m. and I told you the exact path it would take, you would of course prepare. You would talk with your loved ones and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait, communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Don't miss all the fun and excitement at the new Rail City Casino. Play over 40 new hot penny slots, plus double down during the Party at the Pit Blackjack every Thursday through Saturday from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. And join us for Bingo After Dark every Thursday through Saturday night for your chance to win up to $1,000 cash. When you've worked up an appetite, visit the new Ale House for delicious specials to tantalize your taste buds. Visit the new Rail City Casino today. New slots, new games, and more chances to win.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, and I'm so excited to be on location at Ferino Distillery in Reno, Nevada, where we love and we live and we play and we just love our community. And we love Joe. And before I continue on, how long have you been? This is your baby. How long has it been? I don't want to forget that.
Yeah, we opened here November of 19.
Okay.
So,
I remember.
I'm nothing if not good at timing things.
Right? But you made it through all of it.
We're here.
And even with all of that, you still continue to give back. And I think that's why all of us love being on set, especially during the holidays, but every day. Because each of us here, we give back, and that's what it's about.
Yep.
And we have a surprise for you. So Kylie's been on a journey. As she mentioned, she's been kind of like traveling around, working virtual, rocking her world, experiencing new things.
I have been experiencing a lot of things.
I know she has. So with
one of each.
Yes, I know. I'm sure.
All the things.
You never know what's going to happen with Kylie. But during this adventure, when you came back to Reno, there's a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
So share about your difference, and then you're going to share how we respect and honor your difference. So go ahead. Share with our audience.
So this cup, fa la 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 la, is actually a mocktail, and I love that you guys have this as an offering. And I decided actually earlier, it was in March of this year, I was just in a space in my life where I felt like drinking alcohol wasn't serving me anymore, and I felt like it would be important for me to not consume it. And when I initially decided to go down that path, I only was like, you know what, I'm just going to go 60 days. I've done the 30-day thing before, but let's just go 60. And while I did that, I wanted to measure how I was doing emotionally, where my mental space was at, how I was connecting with people in my life, how work was going. And across all of those things, I noticed that I was presenting just like much higher on my own overall well-being with all those areas. And because I was doing so well, I decided to continue. Now, when I did that, I didn't commit to a year or whatever. I just kept adding 60-day increments. And that's okay. And I'm at this space now where it's been like 280 to 90 days. I don't know. I can pull it out. But it's the presence that it's given me really in every situation allows me to know right away how I'm feeling. Am I truly connecting with people? I find that I listen a lot better.
I would imagine that.
My physical health is better. Emotionally, I have a lot more clarity. I can identify my feelings more quickly. But I will tell you, when you go down this journey of not using those things that can sometimes just be distractions for us, it can be painful, because you can really feel more than you felt. And we've all been feeling loneliness. We've talked a lot about that. Yeah. And the thing about loneliness is that we all crave these meaningful experiences. So the work that you're doing to create experiences, this experience, I would encourage anyone, if the holidays really aren't for you, just pop in and just see what this place is like, you know? And I mean, we're going to talk a little bit in a second, but this time of year is not happy for everyone.
No, I know.
And especially people that have gone through loss or experiencing pain, or maybe you have chosen not to consume alcohol.
And you're in this environment of everybody consuming alcohol, looking at it differently, maybe, or not looking.
This is a time where we are going to run into people who are struggling more than they ever have. And it's just a time to consider others, have more emotional awareness of yourself, of others, and just be kind. But it's all about experiences and connecting with people meaningfully. So if we decide not to use alcohol or any other thing, we can truly and much more authentically connect. And that's what I've loved so much about this. And I've been really building and scaling my company during this process. And I have been here for it all, really. Yeah. You know?
So you mentioned something that's really important to me right now. The holidays are tough. Yeah. They really are. I mean, when you have little kids, you know, you put on smiles and you're a grandparent. I'm not a grandparent, but, you know, you put it on for the kids. Mm-hmm. So then your kids grow up.
Yep. Right.
And they're not there. Hello, I love you, Josh and Joey. Thank goodness they come over for breakfast every Christmas. But it changes.
Right.
And, you know, I was a caregiver for my dad. So I had my dad, I had my boys, and I had the boys moved out, then I had my dad, then I lost my dad. So Christmas was not the same anymore. Mm-hmm. And especially if you lose somebody around the holidays, like, and Glenda's up there, Ellie, I love you, and Grandma B, I know this is a tough Christmas. So I don't want to get emotional, but I really feel like you're right. Yeah, no, it's okay. But I'm saying that we need to be present with people.
It's present.
And
it's
we need to understand that not everybody, I mean, you see all three of us, right, in town. And we're like out there and we're like laughing and we're having fun. But sometimes we go home and we sit in the chair and I just want to cry.
Right.
I'm exhausted. And so I really feel like we need to experience, just because you see us all out there and you see us like, boom, we have to do that. We do that. But then there's days like right now, I should be doing that, but I'm expressing my heart.
Right.
Because we want you to know that we are here for you, and it's real, and we are here for you and everybody else on your journey. So when I got here early, I was talking to Joe, and I was saying, okay, Joe, please, a mocktail, a mocktail for my girl.
Let's make sure the girl behind the bar is drinking a mocktail.
Yes. I mean, she would have been fine without, you would have been fine without a mocktail. Yeah. I know you. But I said, no, you would have been fine. But the point is, Joe goes, well, I've been thinking. What have you been thinking?
Sure. Actually, one of our
let's share with the audience.
Yes. Yeah. One of our bartenders on staff has been talking about coming up with like a line of like non-alcoholic drinks and like some interesting things. So I got to chatting with her, and so one thing that I wanted to launch in January was maybe a weekend or two, and do like a full like non-alcoholic like pop up essentially.
Yeah.
Are you happy? I have
You're always a first adopter, and I love that about you.
Yes.
So it just sounds fabulous. And if there's any way we can partner on that,
I would love to.
Done. We could be a space for you to play with.
That would be good.
Can I partner too?
This is awesome because that's exactly about. Kylie and I are, but that's what we're partnering on, is really trying to build out the space of. I have so many friends that have told me I don't get invited places anymore because people think I don't want to go because it's a bar, and I'm like, I think that
and change that.
When I speak to owners at bars, they're all open to this, and I think that's the thing, and that's why, Joe, I appreciate this because you are usually an innovative first. You know, you act first on these kinds of things, and I love that because that's what we need. Is we really need that support of, hey, come here, have a cocktail, have a mocktail, play some games, enjoy this space, and however you're supposed to enjoy this space.
I mean, the original like purpose of like the pub was like, you know,
to bring people together, right?
A public space. Right? So,
true.
And that is still like, you know, at the heart of what like a bar should and like can be. It's not just about the drinking of the alcohol. It's part of it, of course.
So, So when you were saying about that, I was at a party. I don't know which party I was at. I was at a party, and I didn't know a lot of people. And this lady was next to me, and she looked at me and she said, I don't care.
Right.
I'm like, hey, I'm about to end up. And I'm like chatting, and she said, I feel like I need to leave. I go, no, you don't need to leave. Like, hang out with me.
Right.
And she said, once I stopped drinking, my friends stopped inviting me.
Yep. Yeah. And people want to still be invited, but they don't. Here's the truth of the matter is that it's really difficult when you go up to the bar and you're like, well, I'm not drinking. I just said that. When you have a full mocktail, like a really valid, nice.
A good one, that's
robust
amazing,
mocktail,
and you feel special.
You can just order that. Nobody thinks anything of it.
But isn't it sad that we have to even think that? I'm just saying.
You know, it's really a trend.
I've done that. Walked up like, I don't know.
I mean, you're around the circle and everybody's ordering. In my head, I'm like, am I going coffee, club soda, which one, orange juice? What am I going with? Because majority of the time there is not a mocktail list, and then the next level is sometimes there is, but it's like the daiquiri or like the extra sweet.
All the
mocktails aren't meant to be just the sweet drink now. Like treat me like the badass drinker that I used to be. I mean, I would have ordered an old fashioned, or I would have drank a vodka martini. I don't want a sugary drink just because it doesn't have alcohol in it anymore, you know? So I think the next level really beyond just offering a sugar drink is this is a very curated, thoughtful list of drinks that have very unique tastes that are reflective of different types of drinks that someone would really order. And that makes you feel good to hold something like this.
It's all about the perception.
And the space. Exactly.
Yes.
The space is opening up too where there's non-alcoholic spirits.
Oh, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that now.
There's a bunch of that. And we actually had a really, robust debate about all of these pricing and all of this stuff. And here's the facts is that Joe can make a cocktail that tastes almost exactly like this, but it has no alcohol in it.
Right.
And that is amazing.
Oh, I know. I know.
Amazing. People will pay that. People will not, or you can have a fruity drink, or you can have whatever, but having that thoughtfulness around your guests and going, well, this space is opening up, and many people are not drinking for so many different reasons.
Some could be just your health.
Exactly.
Or your
people go on 30-day
antibiotics.
diets.
You're taking antibiotics because you have a
I still want an old fashioned.
And I really, one thing I want to add, because I think it's so important, there was a post that I did the other day and you shared it and a bunch of us were involved, but since I've been really public about my journey of deciding not to drink alcohol, I've had a lot of people reach out because they're curious about going after this lifestyle. And the number one thing that I hear is that they're concerned that people are going to think they're boring, or people are automatically assuming that they have an addiction to alcohol, which, by the way, if you are a friend of Bill, and if you know what that means, that's okay. We all have respect for people. And at the end of the day, whether you're reducing alcohol because maybe you were abusing it, or you've chosen to do it for some health reason, or just because you want to be more present,
I think that's
cheers to you.
So cheers to being more present, because it's almost time for break.
Exactly. Okay.
So we will come back and we're going to do a few little Christmas questions, and we're going to continue on this fun. About Time Deb with City Talk. We're in Reno, Nevada on 4th Street. It's a miracle. So come on down for a miracle. Yay. Address, really quick address.
541 East 4th Street.
Say it again.
541 East 4th Street.
There you go. Be right back.
541.
About Time Deb.
541 East 4th Street.
After having my child, I was just thinking that I wanted to kind of get back to the size I was when I was breastfeeding. When I first came in, I didn't know if I wanted to go under or over, what size I wanted. I feel like they really took the time to educate me on all of my options. I've had a bunch of different questions. Paul himself has called and checked in with me. I was really expecting to be in a lot more pain than I was. It was a lot more pleasant than I was expecting it to be.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But
2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. It is About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy. I'm excited to be here at Ferino Distillery, 4th Street in Reno, Nevada. Joe, CEO, owner, rock star, loving our community. Thank you for hosting us, number one. And because this is the last segment, guys, it's going so fast. So
It is going fast.
I just want to share your website. And just so if people say something that means something to you, because we're all going to share something, because this is that time of year that what's important to us. And I want us all to have that opportunity, because that's why you're here with me today for the holiday show. So share something important to you and your website.
Sure. We'll get the website out of the way. So
get it out of the way.
FerinoDistillery.com.
Pretty easy, yes.
And for me, and the reason why, I went for this whole, miracle concept and did this, since I was a kid, we were, the family that sort of brought people in. And so it wasn't just, family, but it was, friends that didn't have anywhere to go.
Yep.
So this whole, the word that you made up,
Family.
Yes. So
Family.
I've had an extended family my entire life. And we always were the house that brought people that didn't have anywhere else to go. And so for me, I always did want to have a place and build a space that would allow other people to get together, to enjoy the holidays. And this, being just a warm, cozy, fun place to, enjoy the holidays. So it feels good to me to help other people enjoy the season.
Nice. Love it.
We love that.
Love it. That's so
Cheree?
nice. Well, and very quickly, I think Kylie and I can share some news.
Oh, go ahead. We got news. You heard it first. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
So we also have a brand that's called Social in Reno.
I love it.
And Social in Reno will be having our next event at Ferino.
Woo!
Date to be determined.
In what month? What month?
It will either be in January or the very beginning of February,
Okay,
whichever works for Joe.
Because I'm out of town because it's our birthday kind of.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So have it towards the beginning.
So it's gonna be kind of a little spoof on Valentine's Day, and we're gonna feature the mocktail list that Joe
the new
does.
mocktails. I love it.
We're really excited. Follow Social in Reno for all of that information, and we'll share the dates and all of the things on that. Or also, Joe always shares those kinds of things on Ferino's social media as well. So
and the one rule about Social in Reno is that we are #off the clock.
Oh, so don't even go there. That is so hard.
This is not. Okay, everyone asked ask you, like, this is not a networking event. This is not a talking about business, what's going on with you with business.
I couldn't even say a word. I got penalized.
This is about, again, and I feel like we're really bringing in the theme of truly, genuinely connecting with others. We're connecting about things that we do outside.
I know.
And sometimes the personal overlaps the business. Sometimes the personal overlaps the business, and that's okay. But I think that part of it is that we want to build these relationships kind of like, and I say this all the time, it's like you're in elementary school and really all you cared about was that you have this new friend and you want to get to know them.
I get it. I know.
And I think we tend to have business as this backup of how we connect with each other, which it shouldn't be that way because we should connect personally and then, which is what we did.
I know.
We connected personally. We connected personally.
But that's us.
And I mean, but maybe it was at a business event, but we did that. And I think that that's really important for people to remember is that at the heart of it, you want to do business with the people that are your friends
that you care about. And you're like-minded.
And you will do that, but that's not what this is about. This is really, we're off the clock. Let's just have a good time. Let's enjoy a new space or an innovative space and enjoy each other. So
be social and real. So before we go to Kylie, step 2. This is the holidays.
So I will say, I'm sorry.
I'm about nonprofit.
So here's what I will say, and of course my job is step 2, and I love it, and I believe in giving back, and I give back to step 2 as well as others. But here's what I will say about nonprofits and about giving back. Choose something that resonates with you. And we've seen that over the course of COVID that people really are starting to be very mindful about the charities that they're giving back to. And remember, it doesn't have to be a crazy amount, but choose something that really resonates with you. And if that's step 2, if that's the Northern Nevada Cancer Society, if there's, all of those things, any of those things, if you want some suggestions that we all
can share,
check it out. But really find something that resonates with you because that's where you're going to really give your all to that.
And your heart and your soul.
And your heart.
So before, one more thing, because I got to show this. So little Maddie Watkins was the reason I support Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. And I promised Maddie before she was up there smiling at us that I would never forget children in cancer. And she said, Debbie, keep fighting the fight. And I'm like, Maddie, I got you. And my dad loved her too. And we're like, we got you, Maddie, we got it. So the last event we had, I was just really missing her. It was the holidays. And so Children's Cancer Foundation, thank you guys. They showed up and they had a pop-up thing. Is that what they're called?
Oh, yeah.
And it had little Maddie and I.
Oh, cute.
Oh, I love that.
And it said, thank you, Debbie, for supporting us. You do so many events. We wanted to give you your own pop-up.
Oh, my God.
So
now you're at every event.
I'll be at all there. But my point is, Maddie was my reason. She was my passion. So we all have a reason, whether it's Alzheimer's, whether it's cancer, whether it's dementia, whatever it is, diabetes. Find your passion. Find something that makes you go, I have to do this. And I can't stop doing it. So when you find that, you find the charity, you find that person you want to help, and you just go for it. And you just don't do it the holidays. You do it all year. So I challenge you, find something that you have a passion for that will make a difference in somebody's life. And seriously, it could be even just take your grocery cart back to the thing every day.
Oh my goodness.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care what your passion is. Find something to make a little difference. Something. So I'm going to do my quote and then we're going to go to Kylie. So here's my quote for the week, which is kind of perfect. It always happens. It is not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. Mother Teresa. So let us all share the precious gift, the gift of love, as together we're one heart.
Aww. That's so sweet.
So now it's Kylie's turn before I start crying. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like your social in Reno, honestly, we just summarized it. We just did.
Yeah.
It's really not, let's go together and see how many business cards we can hand out. It's what is your passion?
Quality.
What do you believe in? What is your purpose? How are we like-minded? So how can us go together and make a difference for you today? So you just fixed it for me. Now I get it.
All right.
So
I knew
I got it.
eventually.
Okay, so it's all Kylie now. because I know you have a lot to
share. What I would like to talk about is how much I really think this last 2 years during the pandemic has been the time of the great reflection.
Yes.
And it's not just right now that people are paying attention to what nonprofit that they are most passionate about. People are looking at their whole entire lives.
Yeah.
We're looking at how we're doing work, how we're showing up in our personal lives. Are we doing things that bring us meaning? Are we passionate? Is our work aligned with our core values? Are we working in a workplace that's healthy for us? Are we doing healthy things? And there's been a lot of time that people have started to think about this. And I love this because I've always been a person that's done some really deep work. I've been in therapy my whole life. And I love that the pandemic opened up the time for people to think, to reflect. And prior to the pandemic, for me, at the end of every year, the reason why I like this time of year is not because of gifts or really this holiday, but it's because it's the best time to reflect on what we learned this year, what maybe didn't go as well as we would have liked, but how we can improve for next time. And then we can start to be intentional about what we'd like to see in 2022. And I found this amazing website. I'll share it with you so you can post it with everybody. 50 questions to help you do a reflection on this year.
I need that.
And
really
next year,
bad.
I've answered every single one, and then I did a thematic analysis to then identify what is going to happen next year.
Okay,
this is my jam.
I think we should do that.
But what I'll tell you
and then
is
we should come back and share it.
I love
it. Scary. Why did I say that?
Well, what I'll tell you is so I have all these clients where I do leadership development work, and it's personal leadership, and it's also leadership to build teams and create a healthy workplace. And I've given every single one of my clients this activity, and it's really an opportunity. And I like to go into the next year knowing what was the biggest, most important lesson that I learned. What is my intention for the year coming? And it's not like a resolutions as much as it's, to me, life's all about learning, and it's all about willing to embrace vulnerability, take our masks off, which is what Social and Reno is about, and real genuine connection, which is what people crave because we've been so lonely, comes from connecting with others in these very meaningful ways. And we can only do that if we're bringing our real whole self to the table. So that's what this is all about.
So to get more in depth with you, how can we get a hold of you, Kylie? Because you do have a passion for helping us all.
That's my passion. So I turn my whole business into what I do. So if anyone's looking to find me, I'm at Kylie Biz on my personal brand, and then my business brand is Kylie Rowe Co. And send me a DM.
Simple as that.
Just send me a DM.
And you're going to see on the page all of our photos, what we talked about. So we'll all be tagged, so you can reach out that way. But the main thing is, all of you that are listening, is almost Christmas, but it's almost Christmas every day in our hearts. So be kind and love and be graceful and be gracious. And if you don't want to do anything on Christmas, don't do anything.
Just be present.
If you don't want to go shopping, don't go shopping. And really quick, my son Joey goes, "Mom, what do you want?" I go, "You know what I want? I want you to come over. I'm good. No gifts. No gifts."
Right, no gifts.
And I meant that. I'm sure we're going to go do something together, but I'm going to make fudge with my older son. That is our gift. We're making fudge together. We're making breakfast together. So find something to do with your family, your family, or your neighbor. Go knock on your neighbor's door if they're alone, Do something nice.
And I will say, it is okay to be by yourself. It's okay to be alone and be present just with yourself. Some people do choose that, and that is nothing wrong with that.
Okay. So we're going to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Next week, we'll be at the National Automobile Museum with GratisGives and Stefan, and we're going to talk about his new book. And we're going to talk about all the charities they help and what's new for the next year. So it's About Town Deb with City Talk. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Cheree. Thank you, Kylie. We love you guys.
Bye.